Hi guys, it's me, Mrs. Kane. So I'm doing this video because I noticed that several of you subscribe to my channel and nobody subscribes to my channel, so it must have been all you. And here's the deal. There's some things I wanted to tell you before the end of school that I didn't get a chance to. We were all too excited. It was the beginning of summer and blah, blah, blah. And almost everybody passed, yay. So basically, I'm gonna guess you guys haven't seen the movie The Breakfast Club because that's like a movie for old people. But what I wanted to let you know is like during the year, the time that I was with you, I was thinking we had one student who was like the artist, right? I mean, we can all agree he's got a great artist. And then there's people that you guys would call like the smart one, you know, maybe the gate kids. And there's always the kid that would get picked last for dodgeball and be a little salty about it. And there's like the thief, you know, who would steal candy from me. But what I wanted to impress on you guys is that you're all of those things. As you know, I am a thief too. All of us have been thieves at some point or another. We all have done it. Also, you're all artists. Every single one of you. I've seen your art. You're good, all of you. So I don't want you to think he's the artist, not me. Also, the smart one. I passed you all. You must be smart. And the kid who gets picked last. We're all picked last for something, right? I really stink at dodgeball. You notice I never played it? So I would have gotten picked last. And I wanted to address the number one question you guys asked me. The number one question that everybody wanted to ask Mrs. Kane was, how do I impress my crush? That's it. That is Ms. Kane. And everybody would come to me secretly. I have a crush, Ms. Kane, and I want to impress my crush. That's so awesome. And you know what? I spend every day impressing my crush too. When Mr. Kane comes in the door, I'm like, oh, how do I look? And I hear his voice, I get all excited. So I'm just gonna tell you, it's a life skill. It's a life skill impressing your crush, and I'm gonna tell you how. Here's how you do it. You master a new skill to impress them. I mean, really master it. There was a kid in high school that I had a crush on. Shh, I don't think he knows. And he was really good at the yo-yo. So I was like, dang it, I wanna do that too. So I went and I got a yo-yo, and I was like, I practiced that thing. I practiced it again. I practiced it when I was skiing. I practiced it on airplanes. I practiced it. I got better than him. And it did seem to impress him. And I did go on some dates with him. Like, okay, so that did work. I'm just saying, if you master a new skill, and I mean something you think might impress them, something that you've been interested in that you could maybe perform in the talent show next year, or just show. I know another young man who memorized a whole language to impress a girl, and I'm going to tell you right now that even though that may not work in the long term for impressing that girl, you have that language forever. So stick with it. Use your feelings. You know, like whenever you're like, oh, I don't want to keep doing this. This is dumb. Use your feelings. Like, how do I feel about my crush? I really like him, or I really like her. And use that to go further with that new skill. I don't know what it is. Is it learning Hebrew? Is it learning how to groom a dog? Is it running a 6-minute mile? I don't care what it is. You pick a skill and you master it so you can show off to your crush. Because you know what? You may not marry your crush. I did, okay? I totally married my crush. So it could happen, but even if you don't marry your crush, and odds are you're gonna always have that skill. I still am pretty darn good at yo-yo, okay? I also learned how to do aquariums. That was one thing. I had a boy I really liked, and he had aquariums, and I was like, oh, I'm randomly really into aquariums too. Lie. But then I got really into it. And even though that crush moved on, I'm still really good at doing aquariums and having tropical fish. Hello. Also, how do you think Mrs. Kane learned how to go do running? I started running in college because my crush in college was a runner, and I was like, oh, me too. Lie. But then I learned how to do it, and it's a skill that's going to stick with me forever. It's why I've been able to stay healthy. So you may not marry your crush, but you'll always have that skill. So that, my friends, is what I want you to walk away from. walk away with, as I want you to know, that's the wrong preposition. This is what I want you to walk away with. Even though you may not impress your crush in the end or end up being together with them, you'll always have that skill. And that skill will always help you remember that great feeling you had about that other person. So that is what I wanted to tell you. Let me make sure from my notes. Yeah. I also wanted to let you know I just adore all of you. I believe in you. Like I said, each one of you is the artist, the thief, the one who gets picked last, and the smart one, all of you. So I will always be your advocate. I miss you all, you shady, hilarious bunch of kids. I miss you already, and I'll talk to you soon. Maybe you'll even comment. Okay.